stage, ready to face off against the legendary NRG Nairo. This is a matchup that we have seen time and time again. Let's see how well they're going to fare off against each other here. Throwing down Pokemon Stadium 1 here.
Rod, this isn't even winners quarterfinals.
This isn't. These two
this is the round before.
Bro, and they're meeting already. This is actually ridiculous.
Yeah, right. This is, we are one match away from getting to our 4 winners quarterfinal matches that we will bring you guys tonight. But
you already know.
These two got to fight for their place right now. One of them is going to be playing Rogues Light.
All right, now with this in mind right here, man, my man VoiD still playing very, very strong here, despite what people might feel about Pichu on Twitter right now. He's still holding it down and making it very difficult right here for Nairo to get back to the stage. I do appreciate the switch to Lucina. Very strong character. Obviously, she hits like a ton of bricks. Pichu, a very, very light character. Actually, the lightest character. Let's call it for what it is.
Right. But the thing is, Pichu can take advantage of these linear recoveries from Lucina like very much if you're too predictable, and that's why we saw Nairo go for a very high Dolphin Slash earlier in the game, but now he can't get back to the ledge.
The toe.
And who's got you? Pichu's got you.
The toe. Toby Bryant. I love that. Right at the ledge of the stage. Epps just ever so sneaky, too, with that move. Gets the down throw. What's he going to turn it into? Tries to extend with the platform a little bit. I like that. Kind of threw VoiD for a loop. VoiD right here certainly knocking on death's door. He won't be able to survive too many more forward tilts, that's for sure.
That dash attack almost killing Pichu because, he is the lightest character in the game. But Lucina has kill power in spades here, and that's why you see that Dolphin Slash. I think it certainly would have KO'd Pichu even from center stage here. But not going to find the mark, and that means 64% already on this Lucina here.
Oh, gets the parry. That's right. Yeah, just positioned a little bit incorrectly right there for that downer. That's okay. Still finds the KO. Unfortunately, had to trade a little percent to make it happen, and right there, VoiD said, I'm done trading, sir. What's mine is mine. I want them stocks.
VoiD's killer instinct is insane.
It's ridiculous.
I cannot believe he confirmed 2 up airs there just at the perfect height to make sure that Thunder connected. And what we thought was an excellent trade for Nairo suddenly turned into a terrible position. Oh, no. Baby.
Very good stuff. Oh, wow.
What is happening?
And man, I'm talking just a sudden turn of events right here. It certainly could have went Nairo's way. Had he been a little early on the trigger there with that dare off the right side of the stage, that's okay though. VoiD building him back up to knock him back down. That's a very typical Pichu thing. Get the up throw, find the up air, try to sneak in that downer afterwards, read the tech roll, reset the situation.
Now VoiD has a stage and was able to land one of these Thunder Jolts, almost enough to set up an edge guard scenario, but good recovery on the part of Nairo. Now he has center stage. Just going to go for this simple throw and now try to position himself with his neutral air on the ledge. That second hit of connecting might have been enough to kill Pichu.
Yeah, almost, but not quite right here. Typical Nairo stuff right there towards the left and right sides of the stage, just showcasing that good ledge trapping capability that he brings to the table, as well as what Lucina brings to the table as well.
That was not an intentional skull bash, I have to think. I think VoiD was thinking of doing the, that's a skull bash and a half, but not enough to KO.
Not quite, tossing out the forward tilt at the ledge, I like that. Applying some good pressure right here, obviously to Nairo. Nairo jumping complete out of that situation, wants to try to reset the neutral, gets back towards center stage. This is time to strike. Oh, no! What?
And Nairo could attack that, and VoiD's phase tells it all. I cannot believe that last scramble, he was able to seal the game.
Oh my God. VoiD. That's what I'm talking about right there. Nairo looking virtually unscathed, as he should. Obviously, these are 2 top professional individuals right here throwing down onto the main stage. So they've been in some tougher situations, especially in Nairo's time. He's been in this community a very, very long time.
Nairo might think about his counter pick. I know, like, the Palutena has been his tried and true for a very long time. I understand him swapping off of Palutena just specifically for the Pichu matchup, but I do know many Lucina players complain about fighting that little rat. The Pichu's frame data is so good when she can get inside and just get in that range where the disjoint doesn't necessarily matter. And there we go. The Palutena's coming out for game 2. Just a little bit more comfortable in this pick, I imagine, as Nairo is trying to set his sights on a 1-1 set.
Yes, I mean, I feel like if it's a boxing match VoiD wants, it's a boxing match he's most certainly going to get. Palutena, very, very oppressive in the neutral. Can harass a lot of players who just aren't really ready for just what Palutena can do at lower percents. As you see right here, just really sticking it to VoiD. And the thing, too, to take into consideration, too, is that, Pichu, obviously not the heaviest character in the world here, but certainly packs a whopping punch. Nice, goes for the high recovery, gets back on to the left side of the stage. Very good.
Yeah, you saw VoiD was thinking about that spike a couple of times there, right? He was going for those dares in just a very precarious situation if Nairo had gone low. So good awareness. We also saw that awareness on the Lucina recoveries as well, but you're a little bit more risky when you go for those options as that character. So able to mix up much more with his Palutena.
Yes. Right here, he's using the projectiles that Palutena possesses, auto reticle, to try to keep Pichu at bay. VoiD still very much feels like, as strong as Pichu is as a character, it's character can still be camped out relatively easily right here. And though Nairo known for his strong and just very aggressive playstyle, if he has to slow this thing down, trust and believe he's going to slow it down. But with this in mind, VoiD is seeing him slow it down. He's certainly starting to kick up the momentum right here. Obviously finds that KO, only 90.9%, and obviously showing no signs of slowing down here anytime soon. Gets the grab, gets a couple up airs into the back. He's going to take the platform away from him here, of course. Nice, force him to go back to the right side of the stage there.
That's very much a Kalos Pokemon League kind of offense that VoiD was trying to set up there. You think that that platform on the side is a safe haven, but then Pichu's positioning there made Nairo respect the ledge, and then he has to turn it around. And this led to just a great coverage because we've seen VoiD just carry this Palutena to the left, carry him to the right. This has been such a one-sided game until that back air finally lands. I feel like Nairo's been able to find some scraps to get this damage going.
I gotta be honest, man. The last couple tournaments that Nairo's been to, he's really been, struggling with some of these rodents. Man, obviously most notably Gommel. We had Eastham obviously sticking to Nairo pretty well in top 8, and then of course here we are right here at Smash Class number 5, and obviously VoiD piloting one of the strongest characters in the business right here. Pichu, very quick, very nimble character, and to add to that too, to add insult to injury, just devastatingly strong too. There's the dash attack. Obviously, Nairo in a rough position, 115%. And I love the crossings right here. Finds the dash attack. We'll have to try to find openings. Oh, I love that. Taking a page out of the Smash 4 self. Looking for that immediate ledge trump. It could have been a back air there.
He did give up the stage control for that ledge trump attempt, but it looks like it didn't really make him too much worse for wear. He was able to scramble into from that disadvantage into the neutral state, and now he's moving and grooving once again, but nice get up here from VoiD. And what? Hello?
What the?
That was a teleport, right?
I guess, man, but unfortunately, I think he might have lost track of where he was. Unfortunately, finds himself here again in a deficit, but at 110%, this is still very doable. Pichu also going to take his one back throw up there. I think that's what he's trying to set up.
Okay.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen, the back throw at the platform. That is one of the, Nairo has a lot of Nairo specials, okay, on his menu. That's today's special, okay?
You know, it's a classic for a reason, right? Ness has been doing it for 22, 25 years.
Yeah.
I don't even know how long Smash has been out for now. This is 1998, right? The back throw has just been a tried and true way to still out of stock. But now, VoiD working on some ledge pressure of his own. He is so good at that. Been practicing that since Smash 4 Sheets. Pichu very strong in it himself.
God.
Look at him go, and he has a 2-0 lead over Nairo.
And I think that just really threw Nairo for a loop. You see that first back air hit, and it almost felt like it was a bit of a shield poke. Not exactly sure what happened there. And by the time he was in the air, I can definitely tell Nairo was just completely fish out of water as to what he was supposed to do in that situation. So VoiD looking very crazy right now with the eyes wide open, but that's how you know he's tapped in. Look at him. He's locked in right now.
That back air is so active. Sometimes you think you're safe from it. You just keep shielding, but then it pokes you, and it just leaves you just questioning, when did I drop my shield? Did I drop my shield? Doesn't necessarily even matter here as Pichu takes a 2-0 lead over Nairo in an incredible match so far. We're going back to Town City. I believe every single match has been on this stage. But let's get down to it. Nairo needs a reverse 3-0 against a fellow historically top 10 player in Smash 4's history.
That's right. And obviously looking to keep up that trend right here, man. Possibly looking to move maybe outside of that top 10, possibly into a top 5. We can try to figure out a way to get these couple games here off of Nairo. Just one more here. The name of the game is can Nairo, mount this comeback. Gets the forward air right there, nice, and it tries to drag it right down into the abyss. Very good. I love the situational awareness, as always, from Pichu. It's not enough to be nice on stage. You got to know how to pinpoint a character. It's tricky with that teleport. It's Palutena off stage as well, too.
But also great awareness from Nairo as he DI'd that Thunder in, make sure he doesn't fall off the stage, and he actually finds himself in a tech situation. So it kept him alive, and wow, that back air showing the sparks, and wow, what a snipe with the explosive flame.
That's right. That's what you're supposed to do right there. If you cannot get your hands on Pichu, play the long-range game. There's nothing wrong with that. VoiD has said on Twitter, very difficult sometimes for Pichu to really make magic happen when you're just out-zoning this rodent. So with this in mind, obviously you set the traps. Obviously the rodents will fall place, if you know what I mean.
The thing about setting those traps is you have to be thinking several steps ahead of your opponent. It's hard at this level to out-neutral someone like VoiD. But great snipe with the forward tilt. Not going to last for too long, however, after that next patch, right?
Definitely not. Gets the down tilt right to the forward air. Trying to showcase that he is very dominant at the ledge as well, too. VoiD obviously has a lot of work here to make up. Finds a way in between the auto reticle and Palutena. Very tricky things to do, especially if it's timed correctly.
What great composure from both of those players off the stage in that situation. Pichu fishing down low for a dare spike or maybe even a neutral air just to send Palutena flying. But what a great recovery from Nairo on the back end as he continues to maintain this lead in Game 3.
Nice. Gets the forward air. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Was that What the hell was that?
I thought the Thunder was going to hit when that move landed, but it was instead the neutral air from Palutena. And there you go. Another back throw. The special served right up.
That's right, and I think this is certainly the character switch that Nairo needed right here. Not to say there's anything wrong with his Lucina. His Lucina has been historically nice all the way across the board, but right, there is just something oppressive. There's just a level of harassment that Palutena brings. I mean, just so much harassment. Man, this Pichu might write up a twit longer here pretty soon, bro. You never, I'm telling you, Palutena can just harass Pichu in these certain situations.
The thing about Nairo is, the thing that most players have praised about Nairo, going all the way back to Smash 4 since I started commentating this game, is his advantage tool. He's so good at just, once he gets a single hit, he can extend it until you're dead, right? But here comes VoiD right back. Okay, that's a great stock. And Palutena just fits that skill set so well because her advantage state is so oppressive.
You know, and we always talk about the age-old saying, you know, the unstoppable force meets the immovable object, but these two gentlemen right here are just two unstoppable forces. I mean, they just have one direction, Stern, and damn it, it is just go, all right? And it's go forward.
You are damn right, my friend. They are both super aggro. This is a fast set. I feel like we've been sitting here for 5 minutes and 3 games have passed by.
You know, nothing uncharacteristic of these two young men. Actually, not even young men. Well, I guess young men in comparison to me. You know, I'm a little old. I'm an old-ass man here.
I'm turned 28 last February. I've seen my life flash before my eyes, Rod.
Hey, man.
It's over.
Well, it's nice to spend at least a good chunk of those years with you here on the mic, man, commentating some Smash. What better way to go out than in style? Of course, right here, these two gentlemen certainly bringing the style to stream. That's why these young men are sponsored. They got these cool-ass jerseys on, obviously getting ready to play some cool-ass characters. Man, we're moving into the next game. That Palutena Switch Storm is definitely what we needed right here to succeed.
Two of the, if I'm not mistaken, two of the longest tenured sponsored players in Smash history. I believe Nairo's been sponsored by NRG for about 3 years or so, maybe a little bit longer. And VoiD and CLG has been a pair for what feels like forever at this point.
Yeah, some of these guys were some of the first players to get picked up. And I think Nairo might have been unsponsored for like a week. Remember, like he left Team Liquid, and then like a month later, we were like, what the hell is NRG? And Nairo was like, actually, let me show you. Me and Shaq are kicking it. And I was like, oh, say less. That's all I needed to see right there. Shaq can do no wrong.
They're a big darn deal in the Overwatch League, as it turns out. Another one of my esports is a guilty pleasure of mine.
That's okay, man. We got a lot of guilty pleasures, man. Mine right here is commentating matches, super Wi-Fi style here on Final Destination. As you see right here, VoiD, 56%, not the worst position to be in the world. Obviously, Peach is a character that can really stop the bleeding and really put on the hurting. Find himself off stage again at the explosive flame. Maybe not so much. He didn't toss out there for it to connect, possibly as a bait. Try to force him to the ledge of the stage, and again, pushing that advantageous position like you talked about, Stern, putting the wings on this boy.
Let me not understate this. Okay, what a great spike right back from VoiD. Great awareness to turn this around and make it a 2-stock game. But I do have to mention that forward smash from Palutena is incredibly slow. You need to be pinpoint accurate with your read if you're going to find a hit with that forward smash. So
there is a level of precision that just needs to go into Palutena in some of these situations. I think Nairo definitely brings, as you see right here, able to beat VoiD to the punch as they get back onto center stage, finds the down throw, and I love the footwork right here, running in and out, making sure that he can stay in that good range away to where he can still punish VoiD if he decides to overextend, but not too close to where he can try to punish him for like explosive flame or like auto reticle.
That's been the trick to like the Pichu matchup for a little while, dating back to Smash 4. Like, you kind of want to stay in that range where he wants the quick attack and start something. Obviously not as relevant here for Pichu because Pichu's agility does not have a hitbox on it. But you still want to kind of stand in that range where you bait them in like a dash attack or dash grab, and you're still too close that they want to do a full hop Thunder Jolt. It's the same kind of concept applied here.
Can we talk about how smooth that situation was? Hit him with the down tilt. He directionally air dodged in. Try to get the grab. VoiD one step ahead, and Nairo actually elects to go back to the ledge. Unfortunately, couldn't quite get off of the ledge. But I love some of those big brain, split-second decision-making tactics that VoiD brings.
That down tilt reverse aerial rush back air to seal out the stock from Nairo was insane. Great technical ability applied on this character who's come up with a crazy kill option that not many people may have predicted. But here comes Pichu right back, looking for a Thunder confirm. Not going to be on the mark this time. And he returns to this Thunder Jolt kind of offense, but that down tilt confirms to the back air?
Wow, I did not expect that. But again, you know, you cannot overextend on Pichu. And VoiD was very much aware. He understood that he was in a deficit. So even though VoiD in the deficit is the one that's supposed to be approaching, and Nairo, again, that aggressive playstyle he always brings, was trying to get him off stage for some more damage. And the minute he overextends, I mean, he made him pay with his life right there. So with this one, we got one stock apiece right here. Obviously, the percent still climbing for CLG. VoiD down tilt. Forward air, the up smash. Woohoo!
What a great scoop. That does reach a little bit below the ledge. And Nairo capitalizing immaculately as he goes up 100% on VoiD on this stock. And he is one strong hit away from killing this little rat, but maybe VoiD has something to say about it as he gets a couple of his own. Whoa, the spike is insane!
Oh, no, he did not. Oh, no. CLG VoiD, ladies and gentlemen. Just when you thought it was sweet, VoiD let you know it was not. What the hell?
How clutch can you be, bro? How clutch? That's the thing that VoiD brings to the table with this Pichu. He is better than anyone I've seen. And this isn't including Esam. Esam is insane at it as well, don't get me wrong. But as far as the Pichu players, VoiD can confirm to that Thunder at any point in time.